girlies, welcome back to andthatstea. I'm Rach, and we're talking about why dating apps aren't cutting it anymore. Why aren't they cutting it anymore? There's many reasons, but I feel like the biggest denominator, this is for the girlies that are dating men, is because the men nowadays have changed. They've been way more inconsistent, immature, not wanting serious things, wanting to hook up. Cheating's become normalized. Baby mamas become normalized. Like, so many factors right now. 50-50 become normalized. There's so many factors as to why I feel like dating apps don't work anymore. At least for me, they don't work anymore. And if it's working for you, put in the comments how it's working for you, because I would love to know, honestly. Like, if you can give us tips on how to make it work for us, that'd be great. But I mean, me currently, I'm not on dating apps. I tried it. I can't do it. I feel like it worked when I was younger because I didn't have as high as standards. I was fine with like kind of the bullshit, excuse my language, but bullshit conversations, meaningless conversations, the attention. I would get high off the attention of men. And I think a lot of us girlies like being complimented and like being texted all the time. And I had built a roster. This is my college girl era, like early college girl era. But built a roster, got my attention, and that's why the dating apps worked at that time. Although, and I did meet boyfriends through there. So I don't want to say it was just meaningless talks or casual, because I did meet boyfriends through there. I know people that ended up marrying their boyfriend and that they met off of Tinder or Hinge or Bumble or whatever. So I know it works for some people, but a lot of people I feel like don't have as much luck. And in the year of 2026, it's even more like slim pickings on there of serious men. If you're at a point where you're looking for something more serious and like to settle down and to start building something with someone, it feels like slim pickings on there. A lot of men, I feel like, are not taking initiative, are stingy, are doing 50-50, think you like should be happy that they're even talking to you, that they're even willing to take you out. They could be like grown ass men and they're like, I want a companion, I want someone casual. They'll do date things. They'll basically act like a boyfriend, but then don't want the commitment attached to it because they want to be able to do other things and have you not be mad at them because you're not together. There's too much of that right now. And I mean, I tried it recently just to see what's on there, to look in general. I mean, I wasn't really that interested in it, but my friend was on it and I was like, okay, whatever, let's just see. And immediately I was like, no, this is boring. Those little conversations that I used to get high off of or that I liked now are so meaningless that I get the ick. Immediate ick. Bored. Feels like a task to reply to these people. It just was not it. And I feel like the biggest reason is because that no longer fulfills me. No longer fulfills my soul. No longer is something I need to feel secure with myself and confident. I built that off of myself now rather than validation from men. And I feel like in some ways you attract more men when you know you look good and you're not fishing for compliments. Like the right men, at least. Like if you're confident about yourself and how you look and what you bring to the table, I feel like that attracts more men, and hopefully more of the right men that can like be at your level and can show up right. Sometimes, not always. Now, if you're a man and you come across this and you're not like that, like you're not one of the problematic men, great. Like then don't be triggered, you know? I definitely don't think all men suck, all men are horrible. But right now, a majority of them aren't showing up the way they need to show up. And I've noticed that at least recently, like men aren't taking basic initiative for things like planning a date. They're like, let's hang out. Or they'll be like, what do you want to do? Let's hang out, but you tell me what you want to do. No, you plan the date. Sometimes it's like, I'll meet you there. They don't pick you up. Or it's like 50-50. It's just not like you're not being treated. You're not being pursued. It feels very transactional. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. It's just not feeling right. And then when it comes to things where it's like, let's say there's a parking situation where it's unclear, or you don't know where to park, or something about like where you're going to a venue with him and you both don't know like what the situation is. Now, if it's me, right, I would then pull out my phone, look it up, call someone, whatever, find a way to know where to park. If they are looking at me and going like, what do we do? What do we do? I don't know what to do. And not looking it up or not doing anything. I'm like, that's the kind of things I'm talking about. Take the initiative to figure it out. Especially if you're driving. Like, why are we helpless? Like, why are we not knowing what to do? Sometimes it's like things where men naturally should know what to do are not knowing what to do anymore. Why am I knowing what to do? Why am I taking the initiative? Why am I fixing it? It's weird. It's like really weird to me. And I don't think men should have to do everything, but there's certain things I feel like a man should know that he should be doing. He should be showing up. And part of the reason a lot of the men on the dating apps, I feel like it's not working, is because they're not authentic. They're coming up with a persona. They are very inconsistent. They come in hot, and then all of a sudden they're gone, or they're very cold, and then they come back, or sometimes they don't come back, or sometimes they're like love bombing you, or they're just misleading you about their intentions the whole time, or you get to a point where you're in a talking stage for 6 months or longer. Now, if you're the type of person that like slow burn connections, and it worked for both of y'all, and you'll feel like it's actually like real and authentic and truthful and like progressing, then that works for you. I 100% support that. But a lot of times I feel like men kind of drag you along and keep you in there. Like, just they'll do one thing to keep you hooked enough to stay, but then not giving you what you really want. So yeah, I definitely think age, us ladies that are, I'm 24, so I'm getting the headspace of I want to find a man I can start building with. Like, we don't need a rush to get married, but I want to start building something with him. I want to work it out. I want to make it like we're actively trying to be in each other's future and make it work. Because I'm ready for that. Like, I want to have a house one day, eventually have kids. I want us to be a power couple. We're both excelling in our lives. You know, we're both making money. We have our dream house. Like, that's the life I'm trying to live. So, and I've noticed like a lot of my peers right now are getting engaged. And it's easy for us ladies to get in our head where like, are we behind? Like, should we be getting engaged right now? Should we be getting married? And in some ways we're young, or like it's seen like people say, oh, you're too young to get married now. Or they'll say it's normal to be married now. It's very like, you know, like people have different opinions about that. But I just feel like dating apps aren't going to cut it. For if you're looking to start building something with somebody, it's like once in a blue moon, you're going to meet the man of your dreams on there. Because too many men on there are looking to get something out of it rather than to like authentically like meet somebody that they want to build something with. And I feel like the best way to meet a man is through an activity where it's not the pressure of dating. It's more like you're both hiking, a hiking club, surfing, swimming. I don't know. Soccer, some sort of activity, book club maybe, art club. I don't know. Something where it's an activity where you'll see and meet men. Sometimes through friends it could work too. But I definitely think like an activity where the pressure of not like, it's like a dating thing makes it easier to come across maybe the person that you're meant to be with. And I definitely feel like when you're not so focused on, I need to find him, and you're not focused on the other aspects of your life, you're not really going to find the right man. But when you're thriving and you're living your life, and yeah, you can still be interested in dating, but you're not making it your whole focus, that's when the right people start coming. When your standards are high, when you're trying to like, when you put off what you expect and like you keep your standard, the right man will come and will meet you where you're at and maybe even do more. The right man. So I don't want anyone to feel discouraged and be like, I don't know how to meet a man, or I feel like I'm never going to meet a man. You will meet him. And if you do meet him off the dating app, great. Like, great. And that's honestly great for you. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. But a lot of us, I feel like, don't have that much luck, especially nowadays. And I feel like the best way to meet people is through activities. I necessarily wouldn't meet a man at the club. Not my cup of tea, but if you feel like that's what you're looking for, or that happens to be the case and it works for you, then period. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents about it. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me or if you disagree, and tell me why. Like, if you feel like dating apps are still working, definitely let me know, because we could use some tips. Us girlies that aren't having luck, give us some tips in the comments. And if you you agree with me and you have your own experiences that you want to share in the comments, that'd be great. Or tips. I would say a tip though, if you are on dating apps, this is what I used to do, is FaceTime him before you meet with him. Some people are like, oh, that's annoying. I like it because then I can see if the chemistry is there and the conversation is there. And if it's not, then the energy's off, I'm not going to hang out with you in person. And it kind of saves me that weird, like, in-person, like, awkwardness. And in some ways it helps him, because then he's not spending the money on someone that's not interested or whatever. So I recommend phone call or FaceTime. Texting is not enough. And get off the app as soon as possible. Do not stay on the app, because I feel like it's like preventing like the real connection, or preventing you from getting a real sense of that person. A phone call or FaceTime call is what I recommend in the very beginning. And I recommend not building a roster, but do not focus on just one man in the beginning. Have a few men that you're dating, that you're getting to know. There's nothing wrong with that. Most of the time they do the same thing. And then if you come to a point where there's one of the guys that you really like and it's been consistent, and you guys mutually agree to focus on each other, to get to know each other, to really build something, and then eventually become committed, great. Then you can start locking in on that one man. But don't start with locking in on one man, because that's when your expectations, most likely, like, sometimes you have expectations for that person, and then that you get disappointed. Oh my God, I can't talk. You get disappointed, hurt, feel like you wasted your time, and then feel like you're starting over again because you only were focusing on that one person. When, if you're focusing on multiple men and one of them is just not clicking anymore, you saw someone else that you're interested in, and you're not kind of like trying to find someone again to put time into. You have other people that you're still getting to know, and it's like less disappointing because you weren't so locked in on him necessarily. You had other options. So those are the 2 main things I like definitely stress if you're going to be on the dating apps, is making sure you have multiple people that you at least are coming in contact with and seeing if you can match with and then go on dates with. Because there's too many of these men on there that are just trying to get some, that want to waste your time, that aren't mature, that aren't in the same level as you. So many things. So that's what I recommend, ladies. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. For sure. Like, subscribe, share. This is like for us girlies to spill the tea, to give each other advice, support, to help each other grow. I love hearing different perspectives on different topics. So if there's ever like a topic I talk about and you have a different perspective, or you have something you'd like to add, 100% put in the comments. This is more like of a space where we're like a community. We're gonna chat, you know. It's like spilling the tea. It's like gossip time, you know what I mean? It's like I'm with my girls and we're talking. This is what this is for. This is why I'm made this podcast, is because I want to build this community for us girlies. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. And if you have any ideas for the next episode, please comment it in the comment section. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.